Right. But I'm going away for a 2-day hike, and I thought I'd do as quick as I can, review on the stuff that I'm taking, like my loadout. So we'll start with clothes first. I've got my daughter, I'll tell you, doing the video in. Right, so if you look over here then, I've got socks, 2 pairs what I wear during the day, not walking in. Jumper, t-shirt, jeans, neckerchief, braces, saves me wearing a belt. Obviously my hat, some sunglasses, it's my walking stick. Then I have my hiking boots, what I'll be wearing obviously when I'm moving and that. And for the evening when we make camp, to give me feet a rest from the boots and socks, taking these, just a pair of flip-flops. They don't take up hardly any room and they're only foam, so they don't weigh nothing. But so they'll be in my bag and I'll be wearing them. I'll show you this. It's in here. I've got a spare pair of undercrackers and a spare pair of thin socks, because I always wear 2 pairs of socks to stop friction when I'm walking in there. Then boots are Cotton Traders hiking boots. They were on sale for 20 quid and they're waterproof. I've worn them and they're comfy. They're alright. One of the better pairs that I've had. So moving on, that's my clothes. Over here, this pile here is pretty much what I'll have in my pockets and on me. Obviously the camera's being used and that goes in this glasses case here when it's not being used. I have a little leather mini briefcase wallet thing, and in there I'll have ID, Victorinox credit cards, some bits of paper to make notes on, sentimental things just because it's always nice to carry something sentimental. Attached to a belt loop and put in my pocket, a fire steel and a watertight kindling container which has got some Vaseline, some petroleum jelly and cotton wool, and the other half's empty at the moment. So, but that'll be in my pocket. This will be around my neck. It's a little 1 LED torch, my Open All number 7 and emergency whistle. That'll be around my neck. In a pocket I'll have my signalling mirror, my phone, hip flask which will have Johnny Walker Black Label in it. Attached probably on my trousers by this bit of cordage and toggle on it is my cup. This here is a mini fire kit. That's an option because I don't really see, because where we're going, we're not out in the middle of nowhere, we're just walking along the Suffolk coast. But this is char cloth in there, flint, a broken straight razor which is high carbon steel, and sparks on here. We've used this in an outing, Taya and I. A hexamine tablet, matches. So I don't know whether I am going to take that or not. It's only small, it don't weigh a lot, because I will probably be taking this, which is because of this belt, is why I don't wear 2 belts, because one digs into the other. So on here I've got an overcoat with, I've cut the arms off, seen that loads of times, a shimag, and this is my fire kit which you've seen in a previous video, but it's just got flint and steel, char cloth, This is cotton wool, petroleum jelly, cigarette lighter, candle, survival saw, matches, pegs, chapstick, probably, I can't remember what else is in there. I think that's about it. Might be something else. Anyway, that's pretty. I've got a video on that anyway, and I'm debating whether to put. This is my hobo knife and fork. I'm debating whether, because a lot of the time I just tuck it in to here, but I am debating whether to keep that in my jeans pocket from now on, because it's always good to have another knife just in case something does go tits up. So far done footwear, clothes, walking stick, what's in your pockets. That will be what I carry in my pockets. And possibly this, which is my binoculars.
Excuse, our phone's going off.
Yeah, we never answer the home phone, because if it was someone that we knew and liked, they'd phone us on the moment. So, right, so that's that, and that's that. So that'll go round my waist. Then here, I've got my wool blanket with the undercrackers and spare pair of socks tucked into them. That'll be tightened up with this cordage here. I've got a little bag that I made, and in there I'll be carrying these tea lights to go in this lantern that I made.
Made that with our speckled wool.
So, but that will hang off of something. Whether I hang it off of here or whether I hang it off my bag, I don't know. So, but in this bag here, I will have my knife, my hexamine cooker, some birch bark, and this birch bark is quite thick. It was taken from a fallen tree, and you can scrape it and get the dust when it's thick. Get the dust, scrape some dust, and just one spark off of your metal match, and that takes off, and you've got fire. This is water purifying tablets. So like I say, all that will go in here. Like so. And then do it up like that. You see? And then what? Once this is tied up tight, I have this strap, and this I will clip onto here so that it's for suitable for obviously shoulder carry, and then using the same clips through here I'll clip that on there, so that'll all go over my shoulder. Right, bag and bag contents. There's my bag, mini Alice packs, approximately 25 litres, and in there will be a litre of water in those two jugs there, those two water bottles there, and a collapsible water one which only holds 250 millilitres or something like that. My food, well actually start off, 8 spare hexamine tablets. There's 4 already in the cooker, so that's just in case we can't have a fire or don't want to start a fire because of where we are. My 10 centimetre billy can, which has got dishcloth, herb spices, washing up liquid, well, not herbs and spices, but that's cooking oil, salt and pepper mix, cinnamon and ground mustard seed, just to look like, you know, make things taste a bit better. And a little soy thing, but this was all in a video I'd done a little while ago. This is my coffee. It is not this coffee what's in it, it's ground proper coffee. So that is what it says on the lid. Sugar, spoon I carved, wooden spatula, non-stick full metal frying pan. That's why it's wrapped in a kerchief, because I don't want to scratch the non-stick. A plate, potatoes, orange, potatoes, some chorizo, mackerel in teriyaki sauce. So obviously could just open it and eat that because it's already got sauce on it. I've also got a chopping board, some mackerel in brine, cured pork, some seeds and berries, bannock mix, and an orange, but I think I already said about the orange. Also, in this kettle,
high-vis thing.
Let's just get it shut. I've got a carrier bag there for collecting stuff. 2 eggs. Two eggs. It's not one, that's 2. And a tea towel. Obviously, put them in there like that, with that over the top and the lid on. They don't rattle around, they don't get broken.
They're perfect looking.
And yeah, I've done it before like that and it worked, you know. So I've only just started using that to keep that together, so we'll see how that works out. So I've done that. Okay, right, over here, these are my nighttime socks, headlamp, this is a torch, but it's also an emergency phone charger, and some batteries, and they go in a waterproof dry sack, stuff sack, because I want to keep them dry. The reason they're not in there is apart from space, but once that's wrapped up, if it starts raining, I will put my waterproof on and that won't get wet. This is an oil rag. This is a cut down toothbrush, an old handkerchief, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. I've just got to add toothpaste to that. Alright, so over here, this is an American Army poncho tarp. Haven't used it before, but compared to the size of my DD tarp, that's considerably smaller. Also dual purpose. So for this sort of thing, I thought this is going to be.
You put it over your head if it starts raining.
Yeah. This is a hammock, my DD camping hammock. So I've got the option of off the ground, or if there's no trees, I can still go sleep on the ground. I have this little bag here. It's got small hanks of cordage. None of this is like paracord TM or whatever. It's just cheap camping cord. Yeah, all of it. But I've had no problems with it. I've had some of it for 3 years and it's fine still. And I do go out quite a lot. In this pouch, which you have seen before, but I've decided for this trip I'm going to put in there and probably keep in there long hanks of cordage, pegs, tent pegs. I like my wooden ones, so yes, you can cut them when you're out here, but these are good solid hardwood, and I know they're not straight and that, but they work fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But they are good. These ones I took the bark off. I just haven't done them two yet, so something there for me to do. Miniature sewing kit, sharpening stone, first aid kit.
That's essential.
Just a slightly thicker rope, just in case. Jute twine. Obviously, multitude of uses for that. Starting fires and all sorts. Fold down collapsible shovel, spade. Laplander, saw. Groundsel books, wildlife hatchet.
Gloves.
And then, last but not least, obviously, I've got working gloves, which are lined level ones. Just what, a 2/3 of a full length one of these sleeping pads, and then that
White sheet.
well, they call it a Kylie, and it's what you use for old people when they're incontinent. But it's brilliant. It stops, because it's designed to absorb moisture when it's got weight on it. It works really well as an insulator, because the problem with insulation that you lay on is you crush it and all the air comes out of it, and it's the air that keeps you warm. With this, because it's designed to be absorbent with weight on it, it doesn't crush the air out of it, and it works really well. I've been using it all winter, and it is really good. Good. If anyone can get hold of one of these, so, second hand, once it's been washed, it's washed. They are good. It does work, definitely. There may be a couple of other things that I'll take. Obviously, I'll have like car keys, house keys with me, and tickets for the train, and some cash. Oh, of course, in here I'll also have a debit card, and probably that's about it really. But things that I won't, because we'll be leaving the car and then coming back to it for a couple of days. Anything valuable won't be left in the car, it'll be with me anyway. Yes, and I think we've been through everything. I can't think of anything else.
Did we go through that little black bag?
This one?
Yeah.
It's just my fire kit.
Ah.
So it is a fire kit. The spare socks, I don't know, I'll see how it goes, because we're only out for a couple of days. I may not even use those spare socks, because I might, if my feet got soaking wet, it would be worth it. But I've got a couple of pegs here that I can peg them out on a utility line. Each sock can be hung up and aired off and dried out perhaps. But I'll wait and see how I feel on the day.
Jumpers, cardigans.
No, I've done all that. That's over there.
Lighters in there. Yep. Guest party fire kit.
That's about it. So I'll be going Wednesday evening, straight up from work. We'll be going, me and Mitch. We're going to get a ferry from Harwich. I have said this before, but we're going to get a foot ferry, passenger ferry, from Harwich to Shotley in Suffolk, Harwich in Essex to Shotley in Suffolk, and then we're going to walk from Shotley in Suffolk. It's only 14 miles, but it's all wiggly because it's a footpath, and probably about 90% of it is by a coastal footpath, but some of it you have to go inland a bit. So we're planning on walking where it goes inland. It's not far from a pub. So what we're going to do, because we're only carrying a litre-ish of water each, we're going to go into the pub, buy a pint of beer, maybe something to eat, and ask them if they mind us filling some water bottles up at a tap. A couple of litres of water to a pub in exchange for a meal and a pint of beer. So that'll be something else that I carry in here. just in case they don't have a card reader or something. I'll have like 10-15 quid in cash. Yes, so, and then when we walk on the walk on by the Friday, we're should be in a place called Manningtree back in Essex, where we will get on the train, which are what the tickets that I mentioned earlier, that's what they're for, and the train back into Harwich, back to the car. Hopefully it'll still be there and undamaged, and that'll be pretty much the end of the adventure. Come back home. So I am debating on the hat, because that's what I normally use for my bushcrafty things, but this is my favourite hat here, and it's nice and comfortable, surprisingly warm. So I want to take this one, but I think I'll end up taking that one because my Natalie, my wife, I have finished. She say, "Don't ruin your favourite hat," because you come back smelling of fire. Yeah, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. So we'll see when we get out there anyway. But that one does keep the sun, cause fair skin red hair will burn. So that one does keep the sun off really well. So we'll wait and see anyway. So there you go. That's my loadout. What I'm going to take. One more thing, I'd just like to say thank you very much to all my subscribers for subscribing and your kind comments and advice in some cases. Please, if anyone's got any comments, or if they think there's something I'm missing, please say. Or if you think maybe I'm taking too much. I mean, the knife, my bushcraft knife, I'm seriously debating whether to take that, to be honest with you, as well, because I don't really know if this is the right sort of thing where I'd be using it to make it worth taking, because I have got my number open all, and I've got my hatchet, which means between them I can pretty much do everything that I'd need to do. I can split wood with the hatchet, I can carve with the openal, not to mention the fact that I've got obviously my utility, a utility knife here, and I've also got me hobo knife and fork. So something I'll have to think about a little bit more again, because I really had considered I'm just going to take me hatchet and my folding knife, and I watched a video, and you know, it just reminded me how useful and important the larger knives can be. Not massive knives, but to be honest with you, I'm walking along a public footpath on the coast, am I really going to need to use it? And when I think I've got the hatchet, which is more than enough, and I've got a saw and I've got my folding knives, so you know, I'll have a think about that. I've got till Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, so it's not worth taking it if I'm not going to use it. That only means it could get lost, damaged, and it's extra weight. Even though it's not a lot, it's still extra weight, and it is another thing that can get left, because I won't be carrying it on a belt because of where I'll be walking. And there you go, really. I would like to show you me packing the bag and everything, but it's just too much. So I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching, and please rate, subscribe and like or whatever if you like this and you're new to viewing any of my videos. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.